you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended family, just thank you so much for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. Knowing that even my quirkiness and craziness, y'all y'all can resonate with. So it feels good to not be alone. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift and how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are uplifting to you, informative, or give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times and need spiritual guidance or needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music I'm listening to in the background is called Purification of Negative Emotions, Energy, Healing, and Relaxation Meditation. I'll post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Sometimes a Journey Can Start a Story um, with a painful goodbye, but it will end with a powerful hello. I know that is so right. When we first started our spiritual journey, I mean, it can your spiritual journey can knock you on your arse. Okay, it can just sit up here and keep you throat for a minute. Like, is this really happening to me? Am I losing my mind? I'm losing my job. I'm losing my family. My family thinks I'm crazy. They're worried about me. You can't work a regular job anymore. The people that you call family and friends are like total strangers to you. We've been stuck into that box, little box of 3D dimension, where it's allowing you to step out the matrix, allowing you to see things for what they truly are, how people work, how things work in the world, how people carry energy around, your thought process, the energy you carry, the way you see things, the way you respond, the way you react, what you keep focused on, what you not take focus on. It can really put you in that downward spiral. I see all the things that I went through, and it's just like I can totally sympathize with you. And that's what it makes me feel good, that when I'm on here doing these videos, I can tell you about my life journey, things that I have my point of view on, my opinion, how I see things, how things come to me in that way, to be able to keep your heads up as well as my heads up. You're sharing things with me as I'm sharing things with you. And it's a beautiful thing when you can be going through things and it can leave you lost, making you feel like, is there anybody else going through these things the way I'm going through things? Is anybody out there can actually understand what I'm saying? I'll have you with more questions than you do have answers. But along that way, it allows you to know, even when people have left you, um, it was only supposed to be for that period, that you are no longer needing them anymore. Um, Things are not just the same anymore. You're finally on your journey, going through life feeling like there's a part of you that's missing, or there's something that you forgot that has happened in your life that you can't put your finger on it. Trying to find answers to a lot of things. You're hearing voices in your head, or a different energy, whatever. Going through that, it takes that, allows that main veil to come off. And that is like, there's so many people can relate to those things. It makes you feel like your life is falling apart, you go crazy and stuff like that, or it makes you feel like you're crazy. But being able to know that we're all spiritually, intuitively, whatever, we're connected in such a powerful way that we understand when things fall apart is up to us how we decide to put it together. Not allowing yourself to be directed by ego or fear or doubts, that allows you to go stay in a process longer than you're supposed to. Getting the signs that certain things need to come to an end. There's phases that needed to be closed, chapters that needed to be closed. Um, to where when you start seeing a lot of things, it might feel like your world is like falling apart. And it can get aggravating at times because you feel like what I'm doing is never enough. It's like universe be steady pushing you and you're like, dag, I'm doing it. Like, no, you need to do more. And they'll tell you that real quick, or you need to hurry up and get to work. And I'm just looking at it like, God dog, but then it's like you can't get mad at nobody but yourself, because it's only us as ourselves allowing things to take place. Even when people are throwing speed bumps in your way or they're blocking things from you, it's about the energy that you're opening up to yourself that is very unwanted, or you're allowing people to know your next steps before you actually ignite them. You had to be able to stop that. You had to be able to allow yourself to just move in silence and then allow yourself to execute, and be proud of everything you did, because all the things that you are receiving, if you worked hard for it, you get to see the finished products of what you did, and nobody can say they helped you get that. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of things that you have going on in your life and you're wanting help with it, you wanting all this, they'll start cutting people off. Like, there was people that I really wanted to help, but then I had to lose that connection for a minute for them to be able to experience whatever it needed to be experienced on the path, and then I can come back to be able to help them. But there's a lot of times, universe makes me back up and say, hey, you can't help them right now. They have to allow certain things to go full throttle before you can come in and engage. There's a lot of different things that's going on in their life they need to listen to, they need to pay attention to. you know um a lot of things people want help with, or trying to take that easy road, is not. They're not going to give you no shortcuts. They're not going to give you no answers unless you need them. They want you to go ahead and do the legwork. And I tell people, people are like, Roslynn, you helped me get this. I'm like, no, I was just that gentle reminder. I was the friendly reminder. You did all that on your own. I just had to be able to add that little chess piece on there for you to be able to understand the equation of how you're going to, checkmate something. It allows you to really see things for what they truly are. When I see my life, it was a mess. Certain things are still a mess, but it's not as bad as it was. Allowing myself to prove to myself, yes, things might be, aggravating, or you're ready to part ways with a lot of things, but there are certain things that you still needed to heal from. There are certain things you needed the answers to, before you go to the next step. There's a lot of things that still need to be figured out when it comes to your own personal needs. Allowing yourself to know that you have the courage and the confidence to do it. It's just that you're allowing yourself to put that first step forward. Yeah, it can be hard as hell sometimes, but after everything is said and done, you'll understand why it had to go that way. Why, it made you feel like even though you took 20 paces forward, it just takes that one thought or that one frequency that shifted in a major way, and you're feeling back five paces back, and it can feel overwhelming at times. But a lot of times that has to happen. Those things have to take place, for the things that are needed in your life. A lot of times we get clouded by certain things from our old habits. It was just like a lot of things. You can't heal how you used to heal, and I was saying that in my video yesterday. You can't have a new situation and heal the way you used to before you went through your spiritual awakening, because you're no longer that person. That person doesn't even exist anymore. You're just allowing yourself to learn from the mistakes that you had from when you used to be that person. A lot of things has changed. You're stepping up in your gifts, and at times, like I said, it feels overwhelming because you get aggravated when you don't have all the answers that you definitely need. But just trust and believe in the universe as well as yourself. The more you're opening yourself up, and I tell people that all the time, the more you open up towards your gift and allowing it to flow, because a lot of times with ego, fear, doubt, uh question, you're prolonging that cycle to come through for you, or you're blocking the vibes they're trying to send you to let you know everything is okay. You're not dealing with this on your own. um there's a lot of things that you had to see for it for yourself in the purest form, and sometimes that can really hurt. A lot of times you can look at certain situations, especially when it deals with certain people, like, how the hell did I miss this? And it is just like you had to go through those life lessons with that person. Allow yourself to know, you can change the outcome of your life. It's all about what decisions you're going to make. You can heal from a lot of things that, you feel like is not right in your life, or somebody has done something to you. um and it's just like, when I see everything that unfolded in my life, it was like, if I knew I had to go through all these different situations, I had to be abused, I had to be neglected, I had to be abandoned, I had to be, you know uh used as a pawn in some kind of way, for me to be able to use that strength to be able to help others through their transition, others that are healing from whatever abuse that you have been placed in. Those are the things that's going, we signed up for, but we just didn't know all the things we were going to have to go through to be able to be that, like that mascot for world peace. So it's just like, when I see a lot of things, that ego wants me to remind me about the things that has taking place in my life. And I have to tell her, I'm like, look, I know what happened. You ain't got to keep reminding me. I'm no longer that person that is no longer needed. My energy is not even on certain people or certain things that they have placed in my life. This is what I'm using to allow myself to move forward in life. That person that they hurt is not even me anymore. I love that old person, but that old person needed to go to rest. It's all new and improved now, and it's only going to get better from that if I allow myself to go ahead and take the necessary steps that I needed to take in life. And it allows you to really look back at how life was for you, and it's just like, you made these drastic changes. You don't allow a lot of things to really get to you like it used to. um Allowing yourself to know, if there are certain things that you're not comfortable in your life, you have that power to change it. A lot of times we feel stuck in certain situations, which is not what it is. It's like, when you find patterns being repetitive, it's because you're not learning what you need to learn in that situation. You're It's all about what you need. What you need to do. Even though it might be hard at times, it's just not something that's very easy for you to allow, knowing that somebody has done something very volatile to you. But that's the thing that's going to keep you pushing, because you're not going to allow what that person did. They're hoping that they could do something to you to make you feel powerless. A lot of people hope that the things that they're trying to put in your space will stop you from growing, stop you from knowing or achieving and believing. There's a lot of things you did that's the part they've been sent to you to try to do. But you have that power. Everybody's playing their part. They have to be that person that tries to stop you, that tries to blind you or distract you or something like that. When you're allowing yourself to walk away and say, okay, you played your part, but I'm playing my part a lot better. This is my story, damn it. And I'm gonna write this the way I want to write it. All those different things. You're taking the reins, you're taking a horse by the hairs and stuff like that, and you're directing it. And that's how you have to be able to look in your life. I know a lot of things are scary, and at times it makes you feel like it's too much. They're asking too much, but actually they're not, because this is benefiting you. It's not benefiting the universe, because they are already where they need to be. They're doing their job on trying to help you, sending out synchronicities, sending signs, placing people in your life to either test you, help you grow, or move to the next chapter. They're putting certain situations in to see if you're still going to respond to how you used to respond, or you're going to do another way and see it for what it is. All these things are in there to help you grow. And at times it may not even seem fair, but it's not supposed to be fair. It's not supposed to be easy, because there's so many things you're going to learn by going for every chapter that you are, guiding towards. You have to have that strength, motivation, and wisdom. Where you're not trying to be anymore. You want better in your life. But only way this is going to happen is if you do the work. Nothing's going to be handed to you. And there's a lot of people that are probably getting the things that you want in your life, and that's only letting I used to see stuff like that, and I used to get pissed off. I was like, yeah, I want this. Why the hell you keep showing it to me? And it's not about that. They're trying to show you these things are about to come into your reality if you keep going, if you keep doing what you're doing, helping others, being selfless about the decisions you're making with people, but also putting up healthy boundaries so you allow people not to bogard your ass when you try to do you at that point. Because it's like I'm trying to multi manage a lot of things in my life. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. At times I'm like, I get overwhelmed. Sometimes I just have to shut down to go ahead and recharge. I get that way. But I also have my job to do to help others, is they're getting along their way as well as they're helping me. So I mean, that's a lot of things that I can truly appreciate in my life. There's a lot of times I see things and I might have a drawback or a slip or two, but I bust right back. I'm like, nope, 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 you're not going to do that. Nope. I'm like, nope, you're not about to do that. But it allows you to know you're not doing this on your own. The first step you make, you don't realize that could be your first step. Your first step is placing on that. It can blow a whole daggone, it can open up a lot of doors for you. It can really open up a lot of doors. So yes, the journey you started was very painful. Yes, it allowed you to see a lot of things that probably like traumatized the hell out of you. And it made you angry. It made you confused. It made you like, it could be a shock of value to you. But then when you allowed yourself to see what was being presented to you, what was being handed to you, for what you were seeing in the midst of all these things that has been placed on your life to make you like irate, it's your choice. Either you can be the superhero of the story of your life, or you can be the villain. It's up to you. You decide what you want to do. A lot of things will be parting ways with you, and some things will come up and to the surface and might feel like it might trigger you, but you have to allow yourself to see those things only reflected the strength that you had. You had to go through these certain situations for you to know how strong you really are. Because if you're still living through the fact of that, it let you know that universe is not done with you yet. Universe is not finished with you. You have a lot of things to be grateful for, that is coming upon your life, that it is going to brighten your perspective of everything that's going on in your life. But it allows you to know, if I didn't go through these steps, where would I be? Because a lot of people have probably went the same road as you and probably not even here anymore, or they're in bad shape. It'll allow you to really see things for what it's worth. And then you have to allow yourself to see, I hate it when I hear people say, this is a joke, God is a joke, universe is like, there's no God, all this stuff. I hate it when people say that. Is, don't be praying when you need something. You need to pray when you're waking up in the morning. When you have gotten through that day, even when it's been hard. I'm not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual. I believe in that higher power. And I know a lot of people like, I don't believe in that. I mean, that's all on you. I just don't like when people come up to me about it. Don't do that. Or especially when you're in the worst predicament it is, and a lot of times it's hard for us to be able to see that traumatic situation is actually a blessing in disguise, is about to throw us towards the next chapter and strengthen us. There's a lot of things that has happened in my life that I was angry for God for, but then I had to allow myself to be able to seek the bigger picture and what was being shown to me. For example, when, me and my mom had a very volatile relationship, very, oil and water. And then, before she had died, she was becoming the mom I've always wanted. She became that poster mom. And I'm just like, what's going on with you? Is somebody left me a fortune? I used to always say that, and it's just, it's the irony of that, and she's just like, nobody's not going to be here forever, so I might as well live for the moment. I shouldn't be stuck in being angry all the time. You never know when it's your last. And I'm not even reading between the lines of what she was saying to me. But then, it allowed me to do the things that she did, being able to apologize to each other about all the BS that we have placed on each other. She was going through a thing, going through a lot of depression. She lost her child, her only son can't stay in and out of jail. Her daughter, the youngest one she's adopted, was turned against her. My mom went through a lot of stuff. So, after all that, and she was dealing with so many elements, and not wanting to worry me about them. And I got so angry with her. I'm like, why didn't you tell me? I said, you think about it, you put your feet in her shoes. Would it be easy for you to tell your kids that you have days, months to live? You don't know. Soon as this big tumor in your head the size of a golf ball, if it pops, you're dead instantly. How are you going to tell your kids that? Okay, I'll wait. And I had to really think about it. I had to really allow myself to see it from the other side. And then I got so angry. I'm just like, why now? Why would you wait until now for me to have what I truly wanted in my mom, what I always wanted in my mom? I haven't seen this side of her since I was little. And then you take her away from me. But then I had to allow myself to see that, I took care of her. We had a good time. We went out like all guns a blazing. I was helping her through that transition and didn't realize that was what I was doing. And then I had to be able to see God didn't want me to have in that situation with her, with me being mad at her for all the things that she didn't tell me, or she didn't lie, she lied about, or what she didn't lie about, whatever. They they knew, God knew I wouldn't have been able to sit right with that, knowing that was on my conscience. And my mom passed away that way. She was like, you ended that chapter of the abuse y'all both were placing on each other. You had fun, you act like girlfriends, you laughed, you had stories to tell, you had memories to hold close to your heart. um it is not about how she died, because anytime I miss her, I go back to where I was taking care of her. But I never allowed myself to see her in that condition she was in. I allowed me to see the good things within that, and just being able to say, you know what, I helped her, just like she helped me. I know I didn't make my life easy for her, and I had to apologize about that. But, then it allowed me to understand why I had to go through that, and no longer being angry, because I allowed myself to see the bigger picture on that. And a lot of times when we see things that has happened in our life, we question God, we question universe, but these things had to have happened. That's where you're getting your strength from that trauma. What you're getting your strength from is being abused, being neglected. You want to allow yourself to share love with somebody in a way when it was hard for you to even feel what that was like. And it allows you to grow in a way, when you allow yourself, um basically want to give something to somebody that wasn't given to you, or it was given to you, but not in a way that you can truly admire it or whatever. Because it's like when I have people that talk to me on one, I don't tell them the things that they want to hear. I'm just straight honest, but I'm be very mindful and discerning about how I word it, because I never want nobody to feel like I'm beating them down or anything like that. A lot of people tell me, Roslynn, you don't bring up my shortcomings. You don't judge me. What the hell am I judge you for? Shoot, I have done things in my life I'm not proud of. I tell y'all many a times, I don't wrote bounce checks. I don't look to the check guard of whatever, looking at that thing where they should, when everybody used to have the checks or whatever, checkmate, whatever that was. Yep. And praying that it could go through. I've done that. I've shoplifted and got caught because I was trying to make sure my kids could eat, or had money to make sure we had lights and stuff on. I've got my house evicted. I've got cars taken away from me. But that makes me, I don't care about what people know about me in my past, because my past is what made me a way better person I am now. So it doesn't allow me to sit up here and judge people or point the finger about what they're doing, or feel like just because they didn't take the same kind of drugs as I have and they took the more harsh stuff that makes them a worse person. I don't know what angers and demons they had to deal with. And a lot of times when we use stuff like that, it's the escape from something. because you don't want to feel that pain anymore. You don't want to feel that sadness no more. That drug kept you comfort, but all it did is just numb the pain for a few minutes because it's still going to be there, you know. And it allowed me to really see that, I could really, change my life if I wanted to. Being able to make that first step, nobody's not stopping me. Even though somebody might try to control my situation, it ain't even about them. If I'm not giving them that energy to feel like they cannot. I don't allow nobody in my life like that. Do I feel like you're trying to rob me of something? Because if you start giving me those vibes, I'm not gonna get mad at you. I'm not even gonna give you no hint that the more you keep adding to me, oh, okay, all right. And I'm not even about to argue with you. I'm not that. I used to be that way, but I'm not, because I'm so used to people doing that to me. It's so much easier to walk away. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you, because you allowed me to see how you are and allowed me to see my character, as well as I saw yours. But I hope and pray whatever you're dealing with, for you to push that on me, you can heal from and go about your business like I'm gladly about to go off of mine. So it allows you to say, even though when you open this chapter up, it was the most painful, darkest situation that you have been placed in on this earth, made you feel like you in heaven and hell at the same damn time. And you still had to keep growing. You have learned, you have uplifted yourself as well as others. You have gave that kind word when it was hard for you to even give a kind word to yourself. But a lot of times the things that you're speaking towards people is something that you needed to hear for yourself. And I hear it so many times, I'm like, damn, is that what you were trying to tell me? That made me feel so slow. I dumbed it down.com for myself. But I'm okay. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, stop it. All right. Because I'll be hearing them over there keying and junk. I say, y'all think y'all funny, because I've seen the universe got a dark sense of humor at times, and they over there dying laughing, like passing popcorn and stuff. I'm like, y'all ain't about nothing. Y'all ain't even cool. But it allowed me to see the joy and the love about ending that chapter of my life, which started off as a powerful hello. So, allow yourself to take your journey by the reins. You have control about what you decide to focus on, what you decide to invest in, what you tend to place energy in, how you reflect things, how you view things, how you respond to things. You have that choice of that. So, learn from the darkness while you're stepping into the light, because if it weren't for that darkness, you wouldn't even be able to know that you reflected that light for the longest time. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm so glad that you were able to, I'm so glad that you able. I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video, y'all. I'm sitting up here, I ate, it gives you the itis. I ate very good. And it made me sleepy. On top of that, it was raining, and I'm just sitting up here, and I had a migraine from hell. So I took me a pain reliever and meditated to place that, take that painness away. So it got me really leveled out, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a few more videos. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video. I hope y'all have a blessed day weekend. It's the Friday, I know. Oh goodness. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Becky Pohem. I hope I pronounced it Pohen. I hope I pronounced your last name right. If I didn't, I apologize. And one of my soul brothers, well, soul family, um from a while is Cosmic Ray. Much love to you, as well as at 77. um just allow you, God, dog, I'm sorry, y'all. Place your video down at the bottom. I mean, your comment down at the bottom. See, I'm telling you, comment down at the bottom and let me know if you resonated. um Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line. you know um know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that you're trying to bring forth in your life gives you the courage, the energy, and the motivation to keep going. And I hope it is more than what you have asked for, and it comes sooner than you expected it. So I don't know why I got tongue tied a few minutes ago, but okay. But I hope you have a blessed weekend. And make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity, love, vibes, and frequencies. You never know, that can really, take someone a long way. And I hope you're safe and being responsible at everything you do. Um, and I will see you on my next video. Much love, peace, be wild.